So this is for those of you who don't have a whole lot of time to play. I love playing Guild Wars 2, but I don't have a whole heck of a lot of time to enjoy it. I have a full-time job, I have a family, I have other responsibilities, so gaming most of the time has to take a back seat. But I also really like buying these cool things using gold, but how can I generate some of that coin without playing a lot? So I'm going to show you my daily habits that help me generate a couple of pieces of gold each day with minimal effort. And as a PSA, this is not some crazy exploit, and this will not generate you hundreds of pieces of gold each day, but they can rack up some decent coin over time. If you want more hardcore farming methods or even smarter farming methods, I suggest checking out Abri over on YouTube, who has a number of great gold making methods for Guild Wars 2. Anyway, let's dive in how you can make some gold with the littlest effort possible. So obligatory right out of the gate, I have to mention the daily login rewards, and this really shouldn't come as a surprise. Literally the most time and cost effective thing you can do to make money in Guild Wars 2. Between the Mystic Coins and the Laurels, mainly, you can generate a lot of passive income with these two resources. Now, how does this work, Caffeinated? Well, the Mystic Coins can actually just be sold straight to the trading post for about a gold piece each, and you gain about 20 of these over the course of a month. You can sell these, of course, but if you have any intention on working on legendaries, then I suggest you hold off on selling these. Mystic Coins are going to become pivotal when you are making any type of legendary piece of gear. The Laurels, however, can be utilized to purchase bags of crafting materials. I recommend either the medium or heavy crafting bags, as these crafting materials tend to sell for about the most. These two bags are averaging about 50 silver per purchase, depending on your luck. And again, you can get up to 55 laurels per month, so rough math is around 27.5 gold per month passively without doing much of anything, about a gold piece a day. Now again, this also hinges on the final chest that you choose the bag of laurels from there, which gives you 20. If you do not choose that bag, then you are looking at about 35 laurels per month, which is somewhere between 17 to 20 pieces of gold a month. Next is a simple one that I've been able to get to, and it can yield me some really good results for very little effort, and that is my daily crafting. This takes about 2 minutes to really purchase the materials that are required for it so I can refine them and sell them pretty quick. Now, between purchasing the materials to refine them, it does eat into my profits a little bit, but every time I go through this process, I make about 50 silver to a gold, depending on the materials and depending on the current market. I also have about 3 of these that I do a day, so I can get a bit over 1 to 1.5 gold pieces from this method. This is also important to note that it requires high level crafting to be able to make these pieces. And this can only be done once per day, or it's like once per 24 hours. But I think it's a pretty simple gold farm, so 1 to 2 pieces of gold per day. I do want to add to the discussion, what is a daily farm that you do? Tell me down below. I'd really think it would be great to add other people's feedback so that this could be a resource to help new players. Okay, so the simplest one is out of the way. Now I will do the daily completionist, because this is honestly super easy, but you can make it even quicker and take less time. The method I use is teleporting to wherever the gathering task is for that day. Once I'm there, I queue up for a ranked PvP match. So I go and gather and get that part of the daily completionist in this specific zone, and then I wait for the queue to pop. A single ranked PvP match can honestly get you all of the daily completionists that you need if you win the PvP match. But I hedge my bets by doing the simple daily gatherings, so I only need to finish 2 dailies in that PvP match to get what I need. Even if you lose the match, you can usually get 1 or 2 of the daily requirements fairly easy. Also, if you frequently PvP, you can actually save the PvP potions on completion so that when that does pop up for your daily PvP rank up, you can use these potions and get the daily instantly. Keep them handy. Another one that you could take a look at is when the daily Mystic Forger is up, as this guarantees a Mystic coin in the chest. Or potentially another easy one is the World v World Big Spender, which requires you to spend 25 badges of honor at any World v World vendor. 2 pieces of gold here a day. Depending on what time of day I am on, I take a look at the metas that are occurring. Personally, I like Tequatl or the Octovine, as these yield some really good loot and pieces of gold fairly easily. Now, having said that, these can take some time to actually do, so it isn't as efficient as the other methods, but I mean, I already burned 10 to 15 minutes in a PvP match, so what's another 5 minutes to kill an undead dragon? There's a bunch of these metas that are happening all around the world of Tyria, but if I really do have the time and patience, I can hop in, kill one of these bosses for some easy loot. So something I am actively working on, but it's still something I do every day, is checking my home base. I only gathered the one that I do have, but it is still a good, easy farm. I also hop into the guild hall and grab a couple of nodes from here for easy crafting materials that can be sold. Super simple, fast gold. Okay, so now I will say that this does not happen for me every single day. Sometimes I don't get a chance to log in, other times I forget and I don't get around to it, but overall I like my passive gold method. I can generate a slow, steady income of gold without really having to put too much effort into the game. If you did enjoy this video, I humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel for more coffee-related content. And if you want to see a more in-depth version of how you can get through your dailies pretty fast, check out this video here. Stay caffeinated, folks.